Creedmoor Sports just released the adaptive press head for the Redding T7 press. In this video, I'm going to show you just how different it is from anything else on the market. Gavin here from UltimateReloader.com. The Redding T7 is a popular press. It's made out of cast iron, and recently I showed you upgrading the factory cast iron 7-station head to the enhanced stainless steel head from Creedmoor Sports. Now we're going to take a look at the adaptive press head. This takes things in a totally different direction. So let's open the box here and see what we've got inside. Printed materials, of course. I've got this tilted up so you all can see it better. Okay, look at this. All of the primary components here are machined from billet stainless steel. This is crazy. So here's the adaptive head. Look at this thing. Kind of awesome. And then we've got wedges. We've got 3 wedges here for 1¼ thread dies. So I've got 1¼ treble dies over here. If you want the most jewelry perfection German engineered dies, you want treble. And in the US, Creedmoor Sports is the exclusive importer and distributor. We're going to see how these 338 dies with 1¼ threads are going to work with this adaptive press head. We've also got 3 7/8 wedges here that we can use with the system. And we have the enhanced handle that is the same unit that we get with the enhanced tool head from Creedmoor Sports for the Redding T7. So taking a quick look here, we've got a precision fit bushing. We've got 3 adaptive stations. You can see the detents down here that will click these stations into place. And in each of these 3 stations, the wedge can pop in, and you basically take hold of this little thumb screw, which is also the die lock screw, and you can pull it in and out. We can go from 1¼ to 7/8 just with a click. So let's take a look at swapping out the enhanced press head for the adaptive press head. I'm going to take my handle off just to keep things simple here. We also installed the enhancement kit that gives you low friction indexing on the T7, and my plan is to use that with the enhanced head as well. Okay, so we've got the hold down bolt. Carefully lift this away. We've still got our spring and detent ball bearing back there. Make sure that we have our bushing properly indexed here. That feels good. Okay, detent is in the back. I'm going to carefully set this in place like so. Drop the bolt in place. Make sure that that is threaded properly. And we can take our handle. We've got 2 different positions on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side that gives us 2 different options based on how your press is oriented and your handedness. Ooh, that's nice. So what's nice about this is we have 3 stations, and these 3 stations are, quick attach, quick detach for the dies. And we can leave the handle in one place and not have to swap positions. You'll notice in the T7 here, we have 3 different positions, and sometimes you have to, it's got the little detent ball there. It's not as secure, and you have to kind of swap the location. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use one of these 1¼ wedges. I've already got my 338 Lapua shell holder in place. We're gonna remove the treble lock ring. Put this in. We'll screw that down until it contacts the shell holder. Okay, we're compressing the sleeve. Okay, so we're down. Get that to the point where I can just feel it compress a little bit and hit the backstop. Okay, so that feels like that's going to be nice and consistent bottoming for that. Okay, die is nice and secure. I've just applied basically finger tightening aggressive to the thumb screw there, and that's going to work just great. Okay, now I'm going to back off my cedar plug a little bit, and we've got a reference cartridge here. This is 338 Lapua. I loaded this with 250 grain Burger OTM tactical bullets. Really, really good stuff. So we're going to put this in place, raise the ram, and then lower the stem until we can feel that contact, the ogive of the bullet, right about there. Okay. All right. Next, I'm going to grab my comparator and we'll get a reference base to ogive and seat some bullets. Okay, so I've actually also installed an 1¼ treble 338 Lapua full-length sizer, and then also a 7/8 die. This is just a, looks like a sizer for 6.5 Creed without a decapping pin for whatever reason. So the 7/8 dies and the 1¼ dies are going to just flip into place, and they kind of glide into the slot, and then there's little detents on the top here, these tiny little indentations that spring-loaded ball bearings locate. So you can actually feel when it slides into place and locks in the back position. Okay, and I've got a reference cartridge here. So let's see, we should be at about 0 on this guy. Yep, so we're zeroed base to ogive with the calipers there. And let's see where we're gonna be with a seated cartridge with this setup. Looks like we still need to come down 0.04 of an inch. So that's going to be more or less a micro adjustment, just a little bit. See if that gets us closer to where we want to be. And now I need to see which one is which. That's our reference cartridge there. This is the one we need to reseat. And this is actually not a low development based cartridge yet. This is just my break-in round. So we're within 2.5 thousandths of an inch. So for this, that is going to be plenty good. So this is a long cartridge for this press. I'm actually feeding up the casing and the bullet kind of at the same time. And it seems to work nice and slick. Well, the adaptive press head seems to work really well. So one more thing, I'm going to take one of the cartridges that we just loaded on the T7 with the adaptive press head. We're going to put it on this Sinclair runout gauge. So this is brand new brass. It has not even been fire formed yet. And if I spin it, these are 0.5 thousandth marks. Keep that in mind. We've got a total indicator reading of 1/2 thousandth of an inch. So we've got a 1/4 thousandth on one side and a 1/4 thousandth on the other. That is absolute awesome concentricity, and it's a function of the treble dies, which are absolute top shelf quality, and obviously this press setup is really well aligned and performing super well. So if you're interested in the adaptive press head or in the enhanced press head or any of the other stuff that Creedmoor Sports makes in this product category, click on that first link in the video description. I'll have a link to the product page, and in the full article, I'll have a little bit more information about this setup. I'm excited to have this. I think it's a really neat way to give your press more functionality, to enhance the smoothness of the indexing, and to just take things generally to the next level without having to buy a whole new press. So if you already have a T7, definitely take a look at this. Here's what I want to know from you is, what do you think of the adaptive press head, of the wedge design, of these treble dies? Drop a comment and we'll start a discussion. That concludes this video, and that means it's time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, where we've got unrestricted content, and Instagram. Make sure to follow us on all those channels. Ultimate Reloader also has a commercial solutions division serving law enforcement, the military, and the gun industry. We have some unique capabilities, including a comprehensive suite of recoil testing and evaluation capabilities, trigger profiling, and more. If you're interested in custom rifles like what we build here on the channel or gunsmithing services, you're going to want to go to rifles.ultimatereloader.com and get on the wait list. If you're interested in becoming a professional gunsmith, check out the Sonoran Desert Institute. They've got a degree program, they've got a certificate program, and you can study from home. Learn more at sdi.edu. Thanks again for watching.